It's all for the zone. Every mountain, every mile. All the boats I've missed, all the hell I've called, all the lips I've kissed, all the love I've lost. I thank God for that. I guess He always knew I was on my way to you.
They'll play a good racetrack with center off, but no, that's okay. Try stop it. What are you doing out here? What?
New Country is.
Hey, it's Maureen Delaney.
Hey, I'm Cole Swindell.
Hey, everybody. Zach Brown here.
Hey, everybody. I'm Blake Shelton.
And Bob 94.9 is Harrisburg's #1 for New Country.
The sun is hot.
Just a reminder, race fans, if you have not yet done so, make sure to stop back and see the raffle table before we get too far into hot laps here and get some tickets. Get your opportunity to win one of those raffle prizes right where you came in the gate tonight.
He got smart and put a weight on too. He used to be one of those communists that all went out. I'm going to work in the lawn. I was going to take months. They were like, is it over? Is that our hot lap? Seriously, is this your first race game? Where's the hot lap? These guys have to working on the track. What's that? Working on the track. It's been, Jim actually put a feather on it today before I got here. Jim, big Jim. What's a feather? Like just graded off the top of it. So like I graded it this week and it was still funky from all the rain. So he just kind of graded the top layer, like not a lot, just brought that down at the top of everything else. But he did a nice job because that could have easily got a little bit too much on the front side. So you're playing with the tire replacement. Yeah, we just need to kill a little bit more of the banking, and I think we'll be okay. Here's the difference with this one compared to yours. Okay, yours, I can't keep you in that. Usually we shh. I hear that in mind.
Hoosier Tire Wing 600 micro sprints on the racetrack now, trying to put the finishing touches on the quarter mile as we get ready for a night's worth of racing here on Owens Night, a night to raise awareness for type 1 diabetes. We're glad you chose to spend your Friday night with us here at Linda Speedway. 600s will be followed by the modifieds and the restricted 600 micro sprints in hot laps here tonight.
Way less cars. It needs to be out about 220 yet. That sounds ridiculous. There's only 220. But it makes a difference. But yeah, when I stood over here at the tree last week and watched everybody going in, that guy backs, hits it, drives off of it. If it was a little bit further out, I think they would slide, catch it, and they have to ride it out. They wouldn't be able to back into it and then try to get across the track.
Were you able to get anything done with the drainage issue?
That's the only thing that I wasn't thrilled about when I was putting water on the track, because when I drove down there, I see that they took a lot of the slop that was down there and pushed it out, which is okay. But now, like the middle of the turn's like this deep, and right when it smells like this deep. So I don't totally know how to fix it other than to dig a really, really deep ditch right against the bottom and let the water sit in there until it drains out. All right, Luke 1. I should start working this now. Luke 1 to 278. Last time we were good.
600 hot laps go into the books, and TK is quickest. Jesse Mallard, Mike Thompson, Brian Kramer, and Hayden Miller are your fast five from Wing 600 hot laps here tonight.
Actually, it's been 7. Wow. Luke 1 that supports the modified. Tyler James.
Yeah, Tyler won the
That was that the tour race? That was his race. So nobody. $600 is Jesse.
the mower.
That's see, this Chris name. Is he the other one? Yeah. Chris It's on the board back there, but that doesn't really mean much.
The Excel 600 Modifieds presented by MGS Trailer Sales on the Speedway now. Last time the Modifieds were in action here at Linda Speedway, it was a first-time winner, Tyler James, taking the checkered flag. James looking to continue that momentum into tonight's racing action.
All the heavy hitters here tonight. They look sweet. Must not have been out yet. I said something wrong with the first picture. Unfortunately, it looks like he only got 43, which means the picture would be. That's the other problem with the banking. The banking relationship is such a steep. I think you're all right. Feel a lot left out here. No, I don't have the super headset. It's the only one that can hear myself talk. I'll just be talking to you guys all night when I hear a thing. Your dad says he's quitting next year? Yeah. I think the tower would look really nice with the roof. And this is my first time up here this year, and I was just looking at it.
Girls.
Third session of modifieds. Rolling on to the racetrack. Lance Garrison, quickest so far.
That's if we need that intermission. I got all the crap. It's pretty close. It would be for the modifieds and the chart. Oh boy. 21 Chargers.
21.
Actually, I think that's Gypsy.
I'll leave it alone, period.
You think it's Gypsy?
But if he thinks it's time, I'll move that from him. If he thinks it's loose, leave it right there.
US 6A restricted 600 micro sprints. 4 drivers with us here tonight for the restricted class. The 8 of Amanda Hayes, the 41 of Logan Rumsey, the 56 of Tyler Henry, a feature winner here this season, and the 21M of Hunter McFadden, the cars on the speedway.
Try to make a mental note for the driver's meeting next time. In hot laps, when the checker comes out, come off the track. so far, every car that's taken an extra lap has been cooled down by the time they got to the turn.
.270 micro sprints rolling onto the racetrack. First car onto the track, rolling through turns 1 and 2. The Mount Gretna roller rink number 55, driven by Keith Heiss. Directly behind Heiss, one of the local drivers to Linda Speedway is the 19 of Matt Fernsler, former rookie of the year. Rolling down the backstretch, a former Linda Speedway feature winner. Driving car number 87 is Austin Graby. And going through turns 1 and 2, former Linda Speedway champion, the 21K TK Tommy Koonsman. The return of Hershey's Greg Miller here tonight in the 77 car. He's making his way off of turn number 2. And directly behind him, driving the double OG tonight, is Nate Gibble. Also on the Speedway going down the backstretch is the 4L of Ben Laser. Ben Laser in car number 4. And the final car to be pushed off for session number 1 for the 270 micro sprints going into turns 1 and 2 is the 77 of Isaac Graby. Rookie driver Isaac Graby in the white number 77. TK quickest after group number 1, Brandon Kroc. Second on the speed chart, Austin Graby falls in third. .270 micro sprint group number 2 being pushed onto the racetrack. First car out, the Harnish machine number 77H, driven by Adam Harnish, also on the racetrack. The Chaos number 77 of Mike Kreiser. Rolling down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2, the Advanced Auto Gutshall Automotive number 41 of Mike Boyer. And directly behind Mike Boyer, the current Linda Speedway point leader, the Kins Creations number 9D of Devin Harron. Also rolling through turns 1 and 2 out of Palmyra, driving car number 8 is Scott Gingrich. The Oaks Welding number 11S of Brandon Firestein making his way down the front stretch, and the Stoltz Stove Sales number 77 of Ben Stoltz. The Mount Gretna roller rink number 38 of Brandon Heiss, the runner-up in the Speedway point standings, coming into tonight, making his way through turns 1 and 2. Those are the cars in 270 group number 2. Chargers rolling onto the racetrack tonight. 20 Chargers signed in for competition here tonight.
Remember that time the Chargers had a mad scramble? I said, do you remember that time the Chargers had a mad scramble? No? Oh, yeah. You know, it's a bad when everybody doesn't qualify, run the race for that, it's on the spot. Yes, do it. You won't do it. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm starting on the cars. I'm still living the dream from that stupid four-cylinder race we had earlier this year when you were like, start them off. Worked out for you, didn't it? Now you're getting full field every week. They're like, oh, if we go, we'll start. See? Yeah. You're making bank. Yeah. You're a rich man. And we thought you could make pit stops and the Triple E using the pits, and we were like, you can't go back out. And he's like, well, you can make pit stops. And what was the second part of that conversation? You can make pit stops, but you need to drive logically for pits. You let the 600s do it, I'll buy another one. This is a volatile group here. Holy. What these babies? Is Chris gonna win? Chris doesn't even know where he is, which is amazing. But he waves, he's not. It's like other drivers. Swan on that wheel, baby. Oh, that's not exciting. That's the thing. We go to 3-week handicap with you. Gotta go to lost one. Well, there we go. We're down to 19. Yep. 19. Oh, dear. See what you mess up here? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So after this, we'll do the national anthem, and then I'm going to run down and back to the back with the stuff. Bruce, do you need me to go over any of these names with you?
Well, how about the one that's not on there?
Jude Siegel, Jim Siegel's son.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Jude.
Is Tyler Henry one of the legend?
Yes. The legendary Henry Racing.
I met the guy who used to drive Legends.
So that made him legendary.
Yes.
This is Amanda Gaze, like Gaze. What just happened? What just happened? Oh, I'm so confused. This is Hunter like Bang Bang. No, this is Timmy. Uh-oh, lost one. Oh, 18. 18. There's a pile of dirt down there like this big. So.
Scott Fry, gotta get off. Ooh. Jude wants some hot laps.
Jude Siegel, the stock 600 guy.
That didn't come through because Fry was talking to Dragon.
Jude Siegel, the restricted guy. How long is it going to be down there?
Scott's got it.
Like, can I do the national anthem?
Somebody will get upset. Well, they're the first team. WS time.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I was just, if he was going to, we needed to get the record, I was going to do it quick.
You don't call a record, we call Scott Drive.
Yeah. Yeah. I already towed that guy off once this year.
Not only does he tow, he pushes too.
They'll yank you and they'll push you.
Timmy.
Left, Jude just sent one. He's on his way. She says he got to come right back up. He's driving through the pits now.
Let's do this thing.
Race fans, that concludes tonight's Hot Laps. We'd like to officially welcome you to Linda Speedway for another night of auto racing here in Jonestown, Pennsylvania. Tonight is Owen's night. In honor of the younger brother of 600 driver Mike Thompson. Owen Thompson has type 1 diabetes, and tonight we want to help the Thompson family raise money for a walk that they do to help their efforts as we continue to try to find a cure for type 1 diabetes. There's raffle items where you first came in tonight. If you want to go down and purchase a ticket, they're actually going to be moving to the pit area of the Speedway in a couple minutes. So this might be your last opportunity to get a ticket and put your ticket in to win one of those raffle items. So if you'd like to do that now, you can. We want to remind you that there is a full-line concession stand right when you walk inside the gate, and cotton candy and other items down there. If you're hungry throughout the night or you need a drink, make sure to stop down there and visit those people. Throughout the week, if you want to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Linda Speedway, you can do so on lindaspeedway.com. And there's a direct link to both Amy's photos and Big Jim's videos. And they will take care of your needs in those areas as well. Reminder, if you do exit the grandstand area, make sure you have a pass to return or you will have to pay to get back in when you come back to the grandstand area. Race fans, we're getting ready to get started. The restricted 600 micro sprints will be up first, but before we get to that, we ask that you please rise. Gentlemen, thank you for removing your caps as we pay tribute to our flag located on the infield with the playing of our national anthem. three favorite words after the playing of the national anthem are "Let's Go Racing." The restricted 600 micro sprints are in the staging area, ready to go. And we're going to turn the microphone over to Bruce Ginther.
For one heat race.
Thank you, Michael Batts. We are going to get started this evening with the restricted 600 heat race. One heat race tonight, 5 cars with us tonight. These cars are for kids ages 10 to 16 to get their feet wet and get them ready for the full-blown 600s. It's just a regular 600 micro with a smaller wing and a restrictor plate put in to keep the speeds down. And this is how they'll go to the post tonight. Starting on the pole, driving car number 8 is Amanda Hayes, and outside in the 41 is Logan Rumsey. Inside row number 2, the 56, Tyler Henry, and outside the 21M, Hunter McFadden. Shotgun on the field, he just got here, just got a couple hot laps. It's the son of sprint car driver Jimmy Siegel. The number 2 is Jude Siegel. Five cars will go 8 laps. They are battling for starting position in the feature as they will start heads up. The way they finish this heat race is the way they'll go to the post in the feature.
All right, drivers, we're going green this time. Going green this time.
Hayes and Rumsey, Henry, McFadden, and Siegel about to get us started here on a beautiful Friday evening in Lebanon County. Hayes rolls him down the backstretch into the start zone. Starter Mike Fry, ready to go, and no start on the first try.
Yellow's out, drivers. Yellow, 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 yellow.
No start. The call by flagman Michael Fry.
Okay, it's going to be a complete restart, everyone. Complete restart.
A little anxious there on the 41 of Logan Rumsey. There's a start zone back there between the two cones. The leader can go anytime in that area. Amanda hadn't fired yet, and Logan decided he was ready to go. So we'll give it another shot. Complete restart.
All right, they're good here. All right, drivers, we're going green this time. Going green this time.
Rolling slowly down the backstretch into the start zone. Green flag is out. And now they're good to go. They're through the start zone. We got to go. Great start for Tyler Henry. He saw the green light come on and he took off. He will lead him into turn number 3 and complete lap number 1. Woo, look out. 21. Hunter McFadden a little sideways there, entering the corner, straightens it out, and we stay green. Henry leads over Rumsey, McFadden, Siegel, and Hayes as they complete lap number 2. No problems right now for Tyler Henry. Out front, a consistent 5-6 car lengths right now over Logan Rumsey as they both run about the same lap times. No change in the running order as we get through the halfway point. Henry, Rumsey, McFadden, Siegel, and Hayes. Here they come for the 2-lap sign. 2 to go on Tyler Henry. Tyler, son of legend car driver Tim Henry. from years ago. We'll look for the white flag this time by 1 to go on Tyler Henry. Through 3 and 4, the final time. He will start on the pole of the feature. Tyler Henry, Logan Rumsey second, Hunter McFadden third, Jude Siegel fourth, and Amanda Hayes comes home fifth. That's how they finish. That's how they'll start the feature event later this evening for the restricted 600s. Regular 600 winged micro sprints about to make their way onto the Speedway. 18 cars signed into the pits tonight. They'll have 2 heats, and this is how they'll go to the post in heat number 1 on the pole. The 16S is Brianne Conrath Whitmer, and outside, welcome back, the 14R is Tyler Brem. Tyler normally running sprint cars at Williams Grove on a Friday night. They're not on the schedule this evening, so he has joined us in the Ryan Greth 14. Inside row number 2, the 88J is Joey Amantea, and outside him in the 598, Matt Warner. Fifth row inside, you might have seen his car as you came in to the main grandstands tonight. That yellow number 11 is Mike Thompson, and outside in the 22H is Fred Heinley. Seventh starter, your winner. Last time the winged sprint cars were here, the number 3 is Jesse Maurer, and outside in the 42K, Travis Kaiser. Scheduled to start shotgun on the field in the 163, Jeremy Harshman. He did not make it to the grid. Whitmer, Brem, Amantea, Warner, Thompson, and Heinley, Maurer, and Kaiser as they roll down the backstretch to start heat number 1. Green is out. Whitmer takes the quick lead over Tyler Brem. Tyler looks to the outside. Amantea takes a peek under for second. That doesn't work, and they strut about 2 car lengths each out. Now, Brem closing and takes a look under Whitmer into 1 and 2. The big mover, Jesse Maurer from the back. He has moved up to 4th. Problems on the 598 of Warner at the back of the field. He has slowed down. Now he picks it back up. That thing is really tight. He's battling an ill-handling race car. We'll see if he can keep it going. Right now, Brem underneath Whitmer, coming out of 4th for the lead. He'll take it on lap number 3. Brem leads Whitmer, slides up. Whitmer looks back underneath. Brem shuts the door. Down to the inside and pulls away by about 3 car lengths. Coming out of turn 4 to complete halfway. Maurer now under Amantea. That battle for 3rd. And Maurer will take the spot. Brem, Whitmer, Maurer, Amantea, Thompson, Kaiser, Heinley, and Warner still fighting that car at the back of the pack. 2 to go now on Tyler Brem. Entering the corner, number 3 low, swinging it out wide, sticking to the bottom in 1 and 2. He will see the white flag this time by as he's pulled away from the rest of the field now by a full straightaway. The battle is for 6th between Heinley and Thompson. That will continue as Brem crosses the line, your heat number 1 winner. Whitmer, Maurer, Amantea, Kaiser, Thompson, and Heinley. Warner bringing up the rear for heat number 1. Heat number 1 in the books to Tyler Brem. A full straightaway advantage as Tyler comes back looking strong in the Greth 600cc number 14. We'll see how he does in the feature later tonight in his return to Lindis Speedway. Heat number 2 coming out on the track will go to the post this way on the pole. The 92 is Eric Paxson, and outside in the 11H, Path Valley regular Hayden Miller. Inside row number 2, the 65Z is Zach Fisher, and outside in the M55, Jason Muldowney. Row number 3 on the inside, the 16 is Brett Conrath, and outside in the 71, Brian Kramer. 7th starter in the 91 is Randy Kunkel, and outside the 75, Brevin Rothermall. Shotgun on the field, multi-time winner here this year at Linda Speedway in both the 270s and the 600s, the 21K. Keep an eye on this car, Tommy Koonsman. Paxson and Miller, Fisher, Muldowney, Cronrath and Kramer, Kunkel and Rothermall, and Koonsman as they roll down the backstretch to the starting zone. Green is out, and a great start for Hayden Miller, and he'll pull away by half a straightaway as they complete lap number 1. Brian Kramer has moved into 4th. He's to the outside of Fisher, looking for 3rd, and he's side by side down the backstretch into turn number 3. Kramer high, he pushes a little bit. Fisher still there. Kramer by a nose at the line. Continuing to work the outside, he'll clear Fisher down the backstretch. He's into 3rd. Koonsman has picked up 3 spots. He looks under Conrath now as they come around to complete lap number 3. He's under Conrath going into 1. He's looking for the 5th spot. He's got it as they exit turn 2. Meanwhile, up front, Hayden Miller takes halfway, almost a full straightaway in front of the 92 of Paxson, who sounds a little sick. Paxson's car may be giving up right now. He continues to run 2nd, though. Brian Kramer trying to chase him down. Koonsman coming after Fisher for 4th. That is the closest battle in the Speedway. Fisher shuts the door. Koonsman probably going to look to the top as they enter turn number 3. No, he battles to the bottom. Fisher continues to close the door. Koonsman still trying to duck underneath, gives him a little tap as they enter the corner. White flag on your leader, Hayden Miller. Koonsman to the top side of Fisher. He'll make the pass in 3 and 4, and he'll take over 4th. Coming to the checkered flag, Hayden Miller by a full straightaway over Paxson, Kramer, Koonsman, Conrath, Kunkel, Muldowney, and Rothermall. Very quick heat number 2 for Hayden Miller, leading all 8 laps of that 600 heat race. Next up on the card for tonight is our biggest field of the evening with 23 600 modified signed in for competition. They'll go across 3 heat races tonight. 23 600 modified signed in for 3 heat races. First heat race will go to the grid this way. On the pole, driving the 211 is Brian Blankenboer, and outside him in the 42K is RJ Smith. Second row inside, driving the 11 is Mason Peters, and outside him, welcome back for the first time this year, the 29 of Barry Lee. Starting 5th inside row, number 3, the 23 is Jason Mills, and outside him, driving car number 1 is Kenny Harris. Final row on the inside, driving the 623 will be Bruce Mills, and outside in the Angles Auto Body number 42 will be Jeff Sechrist. Barry Lee not able to make the call. The 29 of Barry Lee. So everyone will cross over and move up a spot.
You should be 5th. 623, you should be outside.
Checking the lineup.
623 outside the Watt.
It is Blankenbiller and Smith, Peters and Mills, Harris and Mills, and Sechrist is how they will go to the post now. Barry Lee does make it out. He's late, however. He'll have to start at the rear. Barry Lee makes it out at the very end, and he will go to the rear. He'll tag the rear. So Blankenbiller, Smith, Peters, and Mills, Harrison, Mills, Sechrist, and Lee as they come around to turn number 4 for the green flag. Green is out. There they go. Blankenbiller with a good start. Smith tries to cross him over in 1 and 2. Out of the corner, side by side, the opposite way. Second row also side by side as Peters and Mills continue to battle. What a race. Blankenbiller leads lap number 1. Oh, he's sideways and around he goes. Your leader spinning out of turn number 2. Blankenbiller battling Smith. Lost the handle in turn number 2. Disappointing for Brian Blankenbiller as he tried to make the move back around Smith, who ducked underneath him. We will set the lineup, and they will double up.
Let's get doubled up, drivers. Get doubled up.
R.J. Smith. R.J. Smith, your leader. Now moving into second, Mason Peters, who was doing battle with the 23 of Jason Mills, as hot and heavy as the leaders were doing battle. Mills will slide to third. The 42 of Secret started dead last. Keep an eye on that black 42, who started last. The 1 of Kenny Harris has fifth now. Barry Lee up to sixth. As we will go back to green with 1 lap down. R.J. Smith with a great start. Up on the high side, look out, around goes the 11, and we've got major problems on the backstretch. Major problems on the backstretch. The 11 of Mason Peters up in the marbles went around. Sechrist nowhere to go, just tagged the rear bumper, then Barry Lee at full speed comes in head on. I'd be surprised if either one of the 11 or the 29 could continue. We'll see how they separate back there. Pieces were flying as they made contact back there. Brian Blankenbiller, trying to miss the accident, climbed the backstretch wall, but he was able to keep moving. You see some marks on his right rear tire there from where he dusted off the wall back there. So when we go back, R.J. Smith will still be your leader. Now Jason Mills will be second, Kenny Harris third, Bruce Mills fourth, and Brian Blankenbiller fifth. I think Sechrist will be able to continue. They are towing Barry Lee to the pits, so his heat race will be over. We'll see. On the 11, Peters is also going to get the hook. The heavy contact between those two blue cars back there. It was not a surprise that neither one of them can continue. It's the same thing that happened to Blankenbiller the lap before, just trying to run the high side and got up over the cushion into the marbles and around it went. Both of them running second at the time. Not where you want to be spinning out in front of the field. Sechrist able to continue. You see the damage on the 42 as his panel is pushed in there. That car looked all but brand new when he rolled it out tonight. This start will be single file. Since we did not complete a lap, we will go single file this time around. And R.J. Smith is A-OK with that.
Hard to watch it, makes it the same time. Probably goes to tops.
saw pieces for. I will say, after having drove one of these, there isn't a whole lot of brake to it.
No, I know.
I mean,
Well, that was the
it's
problem.
not.
Guys used to complain too because if you did hit the brakes flat. So that they were like, one time I hit the brakes. Why not you spin out the bottom?
Got the 11 of Peters off. You see the damage to the right front there as they tow him in. They will try and make repairs for the feature. Everybody qualifies, so if they can get that repaired, he'll still make the feature at the rear. We will go back to green, one lap down and 7 to go. Here in modified heat number 1, RJ Smith leads him around. Green flag. Smith, Mills, Harris, Mills, Blankenbiller, Seacrest. Now, Blankenbiller looks under Bruce Mills as they go into turn number 3. Mills slides up, pushes a little bit. So does Blankenbiller. Seacrest going to try and take them both. He'll get Blankenbiller at the line. Now he's under Mills. That battle for fourth, 3 cars under a blanket as the top 3 run away. Coming to complete lap number 3, Bruce Mills still up high, Seacrest underneath. And they're side by side as they enter turn number 1. Now, Kenny Harris looking under Jason Mills as they battle for second, heats up, and they have not let RJ Smith run away. Here comes Kenny Harris. Looks like he might have packed that right front tire. You see it wobbling really fast as he drives down the front stretch. That can make it for an interesting ride. Good thing it's only 8 laps. Kenny underneath now. Jason Mills still holds him off at the line. 3 laps to go. Mills slides high. Oh, RJ Smith up in the marbles. They're going to make it 3 wide. 3 for the lead. Mills splits him. Oh, here comes Smith back right through the middle. What a battle by the modifieds. Kenny Harris says, I want a piece of this, but he can't make it stick. RJ Smith still leads. White flag out. Smith pinches the bottom, trying to hold Harris back. Slides up out of the corner. We'll see if Harris has anything for him. As they enter the final corner, he will not. RJ Smith will win it, but not without some excitement. Kenny Harris second. What a drive, what a battle by the modifieds here in heat number 1. RJ Smith, Kenny Harris, Jason Mills giving you your money's worth. Seacrest comes back for 4th. And we will turn the microphone back over now at the second heat race to the voice of the Linden Speedway, Michael Betts.
Thank you, Bruce. Heat race number 2 rolling on to the Speedway. The starting lineup on the pole, the 4H are Ty Hoke outside the 22 of Lance Garrison. Row number 2 starting third will be the 18J of Jarrett Seacrest, and to his outside, the 75 Emma Madison Pacheco. Sam Chicatano, the 28S, and the 32 of Hank Smith. Row number 3. Back row, row 4 on the inside. Starting 7th, the 00 of Cody Manmiller, and starting 8th, the 90 of Trent Warner. 8 cars, 8 laps of distance, and quite the task to follow modified heat race number 1.
All right, we're going green this time.
Looking for the green flag off of turn number 4 this time. Ty Hoke will set the pace. Watch them race. Here they come. Ty Hoke, your leader in the 1 and 2. Garrison goes to second. Jockeying for position from there on back. Jarrett Seacrest will secure third, but not for long. Pacheco on the bottom. She will run into spot number 3 on lap number 1. Chicatano using the inside line to go to 4th. Manmiller will as well. Ty Hoke, your race leader. Lance Garrison in chase, and then a 3-car battle for third. Pacheco has it. Chicatano wants it. Manmiller looks on. Side by side through 3 and 4. Pacheco carrying the left front. Chicatano knocking on the back door. Slides in on the bottom. Chicatano edging ahead. Pacheco drives deep into turn 3 to try to get the run on the outside, but Chicatano will take it. We're halfway through. 4 laps down, 4 laps to go on Ty Hoke. Garrison second, Chicatano, Pacheco, Man, Miller, Seacrest, Warner, and Smith, the running order. Problems for Seacrest. The 18 car braking and going to the pit area, the whole rear end collapsing on the 18 car. Caution flag out. Tough break. Jared Seacrest was running 6th when his car broke.
75.
Caution flag coming out with 5 laps down. Madison Pacheco had wrestled the 3rd spot back away from Sam Chicatano. Now we'll see if she can hold on to it for the restart.
Let's start getting doubled up. Good 5. Going green this time. Going green this time.
Ty Hoke electing to take the inside for the restart. Lance Garrison will be to his outside as they come off of turn number 4 looking for the green flag. Green flag's back in the air. Hoke's going to lead him to turn 1. Garrison diving for the bottom, trying to make a move around the inside. Chicatano uses the top to take 3rd. Man Miller's going to go to 4th, coming for 2 to go. Garrison's got a bit on the race lead. Trying to reel in Ty Hoke. Garrison can see the top spot on the inside of the racetrack. Hoke, the only car off the bottom right now as he comes to 1 to go. White flag in the air on Ty Hoke. Garrison runs deep into turn 1, can't make up the ground. Hoke's going to lead him down the backstretch through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. The checkered flag's out. Ty Hoke slides high. Garrison's going to have a shot, but Ty Hoke will win heat race number 2. Modified heat race number 2 goes into the books. The win to Ty Hoke. Lance Garrison second. Sam Chicatano, Cody Manmiller, and Madison Pacheco are your top 5 finishers. Heat race number 3 for the 600 modifieds. On the pole, the 5 of Jeremy Geistwhite, outside the 88 of Eric Whitby. Row 2, starting 3rd will be the 8 of Tiff Hitzler, and starting 4th, the 4M of Mike McLaughlin. Brianna James in the 74 starts 5th, and outside row number 3, the 98 of Matt Warner. The 84 Joe Carter will start 7th at the tail of heat race number 3. The final heat race of the night for the modifieds on the racetrack now. Racers and crews in the pit area, we do want to let you know that we have moved the raffle baskets to the tail end of the speedway. So if you're interested in getting some tickets and trying to win any of those raffle items, all the proceeds are going to Owens Knight and the Type 1 diabetes fight.
All right, drivers, we're going green this time. Going green this time.
Inside, outside, 2 by 2. 2 former Linda Speedway feature winners on row number 1, but it's been a while since they've been there. Geistwhite and Whitby. Green flag's out. Geistwhite's going to lead them to 1 and 2. Whitby falls to 2nd. Battle for 3rd. They're 3 wide down the backstretch. Matt Warner catfishing around the bottom. He's by Hitzler. He's by McLaughlin. He's making a bid on Whitby. McLaughlin, Hitzler, and James are 3 wide into turns 1 and 2. McLaughlin with a big run on the outside. Power move around Hitzler and James. Oh, but the power move just ended on the left rear of Eric Whitby. Everybody drives out of it. Geistwhite, your leader. Warner is 2nd. Whitby 3rd. James 4th. Carter 5th. Hitzler, McLaughlin, the running order. Oh, Carter's out of shape. And the yellow's out. Caution flag coming out. 3 laps in the modified heat race number 3. Joe Carter going around in the 98 car to bring out the caution flag. Jeremy Geist-White, the race leader. What a drive by Matt Warner. Started sixth. He has driven to second. Can he take advantage of the double file restart?
It's interesting way to describe that.
Call it like I see it.
It ended all right. Well, it never really ended. That's a problem.
Read this time. It's like, oh, I can do that again. I'm gonna drive it in there until it sticks.
Coming back to it off of turn 4 this time. Geist, White, and Warner. Green flags in the air. Geist White's going to lead him to 1 and 2. Warner hangs on to second. Here comes Brianna James on the inside of Eric Whitby. Warner's making a bid for the lead. 4 down, 4 to go. Side by side for the top spot. Give it back to Geist White coming off at 2. Brianna James has wrestled the third spot away from Eric Whitby, the 74 car onto the podium. Geist White gets a little out of shape. Warner's there. Whitby throws a haymaker at Brianna James in 3 and 4. He takes third back. Warner still working the rear bumper of Geist White as they come for 2 to go. Geist White the leader. Warner can't quite hold the bottom. So Geist White will continue to show the way, but Warner is not going away. Still right on the rear bumper. They've driven away from the rest of the field. Warner dives into 3. Geist White left the door open, and Matt Warner walked right through it. New race leader with 1 to go. They'll work down the backstretch for the final time. Checkered flag's going to fly. Matt Warner's going to win heat race number 3. What a drive from the 6th starting position for Matt Warner. He's the winner of Modified Heat 3. Geist White 2nd, Whitby 3rd, James 4th, and Mike McLaughlin round out the top 5.
Everything I hope that we get a little bit more. And you're back racing in the nights.
And you like racing in the night so far.
It's not because the Chargers have.
That's right.
270 micro sprints pushing onto the racetrack now. He raced number 1 on the pole, the 87 of Austin Gravy, outside to 34, Christy Swigert. Row number 2 on the inside, starting 3rd to 19 of Matt Fernsler, and rolling off 4th, the 8 of Scott Gingrich. 41 of Mike Boyer goes from 5th, and starting 6th, the 11F of Brandon Firestein. Adam Harnish in the 77H starts inside row 4 and 7th, and starting 8th, the 38 of Brandon Heist. Devin Harron, the 9D, will start 9th. 9 cars, 8 laps. The point leader is going to have to race his way through from the 9th starting position.
Oh, really?
No. Everybody's very upset about this. Completely unfair.
Unfair?
Yes.
It's not exactly how I would term it.
Me either.
It's called selling tickets. Don't make me get my freight train gift back out.
Inside, outside, 2x2, tonight's 270 micro sprint heat race action ready to kick off. Austin Gravy is going to bring him to the green flag. Rolling into turn number 3. Watch them race. Here they come. Side by side for the top spot. Gravy's going to take it away on the backstretch. Boyer down low. Gingrich up high. Swigert in the middle. Firestein down low as well. Oh, Firestein with a bad push. Contact with Swigert. They both drive out of it. Gravy, your leader. Here comes Gingrich on the top. Big run by Scott Gingrich. Mike Boyer will follow Gravy in on the bottom. Now Gravy slides up in front of Gingrich.
Three-car battle for the top spot in 270 micro sprint heat race number 1. Scott Gingrich is going to thread the needle around the outside of Boyer to the inside of Gravy. Gravy tags him in the middle of the corner. Gingrich will race out of it with the race lead. Boyer is second, Gravy third, Firestein fourth, Heist and Herron the way they run down the backstretch. Heist glued to the inside. He's going to go by Firestein. We're halfway through it. 4 down, 4 to go. Gingrich drifting away from Boyer, but Gingrich stepped out a little bit coming off of turn number 4. That last time gave Boyer the chance to close it back up. Heist running in third. Here comes Devin Herron. The Shillington slider is driven from 9th to 4th. Now can he hold off Firestein? Firestein back on the inside. Final redraw spot up for grabs with the white flag in the air. Through turns 3 and 4, the checkered flag is out. Gingrich wins it. Boyer, Heist, Firestein, and Herron the top 5.
I like it. Bob Herron's not going to. You know what? They had it. He doesn't work there. He was 4th. He had it. Gave it back away, though.
Scott Gingrich, Mike Boyer, Brandon Heist, Brandon Firestein, and Devin Herron, your top 5 from 270 micro sprint heat 1. Heat number 2. Ready to roll onto the speedway on the pole, the double OG of Nate Gibble. Outside, the 77 of Isaac Graby. Row 2 on the inside, the 14 of Brandon Kroc, and starting 4th, the 77S of Ben Stoltz. Keith Heist, the 55, and the 21K of Tommy Koonsman make up row number 3. Starting 7th, the 4L of Ben Laser, and starting 8th, the 77K of Mike Kreiser. Starting 9th, all by himself in row number 5 will be the 77X of Greg Miller. 9 cars, 8 laps, racing for a spot in the top 4 to go to redraw.
Really want to make him mad. Do this for the redraw, and then make it that what do they call that? Suicide redraw or whatever it is where you get a point. Yeah, there you go. Then everyone's handing them an 8 or whatever. Everybody. Yeah.
Green flags in the air. Gibble's going to get a good jump. He'll lead him to turns 1 and 2. Kroc second, Gravy third. Kreiser slides high. Koonsman's there. They're 3 wide, a little deeper in the field. TK slides in under Isaac Gravy. Gravy slides high. Every 77 at Linda Speedway is in this heat race, and they run 4, 5, 6, and 7. Brandon Kroc is all over the tail tank of Gibble for the top spot. Drag race to 1 and 2. Give it to Brandon Kroc. Gibble back to second. TK looking to roll around the outside. Runs in deep to 3. Not quite enough there. Can't get the run he needs. Mike Kreiser separating himself from the group of 77s. He runs 4th. And then it's the white 77 of Gravy, the red one of Miller, and then the white and blue one, that's Ben Stoltz. We're halfway through it. Brandon Kroc, the race leader, with 4 down and 4 to go. Koonsman runs second. Gibbles third. Mike Kreiser, the final redraw spot. Ben Stoltz is on the prowl, looking to take it away. Kreiser's in trouble, the 77 car. So dramatically in the middle of 1 and 2. Stoltz is there, slides by on the inside. Ben Stoltz into the redraw. Brandon Kroc is clinging to the race lead as they work off a turn number 4. The white flag's in the air. TK sliding in underneath. Kroc slides up the track, can't hold the bottom. Koonsman the leader now.
Final time off of turn 4. TK wins heat 2 for the 270s. Croc second, Stoltz third, Gibble fourth.
Let's see to move that tire out a hair going into the corner, I think. That one? No, that one.
TK wins 270 heat 2. Brandon Croc, Ben Stoltz, Nate Gibble, and Mike Kreiser. Your unofficial top 5.
I kind of thought that too, but we got to run it in. So if we do it, they're going to have to run it in. They can't just order it and send it for them around.
I think it might be worth it. Just my valid opinion.
Yeah, nobody cares what you think.
I understand.
You're a weakless guy.
Time to put the fenders back on. Charger heat race number 1. Going from the pole of 15 of John Snavely outside the 5 of Sean Yeagley. Row number 2, the 7-11 of Dale Kreiser and the 9-1-1 of Chad Kreiser. Ed Hollenbach in the 0 and the 10 of Chucky Kimmel in row 3, and Don Stout starts 7th in the 9. That's Charger heat race number 1.
Do it. Who won 270 heat 1? Gingrich. Good call. So I'm thinking the heat races give you points. They do. Nice.
Real racing. Liking it.
Heat races always gave points here. There definitely shouldn't be a draw. Ever. There should be no draw. Cow. 4 cars. We should have just did 2 heat races. But we did lose 2 in a row. Both from this heat race.
0 and the 9-11, yes.
And the 15's not out there.
This is disappointing.
Where is everybody thinking about ordering the markets and see what these guys do? So how many are we at today? 17. Yeah, like open like we did the staging area though.
Charger heat race number 1. John Snavely, Chad Kreiser, Ed Hollenbach didn't make the call. We go with 4. Kreiser's going to lead him to turn 1. Yeagley slides up. Don Stout turns down underneath him. They are side by side down the backstretch. They slide high. Now they're going to go 3 wide. Yeagley slides out of the racing groove. That opens the door for Chucky Kimmel and Don Stout. Kimmel slide job into turn 1. He's now the runner-up. Kreiser, your leader. Kimmel second. Stout third. Yeagley fourth. Yeagley to the inside of Stout for third. Couldn't quite get there.
I got a weather alert. I assume you just telling me. It's abnormally cold.
Dale Kreiser jumping out front early and getting away. Kreiser said the last time he was here at Linda Speedway, it's the first time he can ever remember loading up after hot laps. They had engine trouble in the 7-11 the last time. Seems as though they've gotten those problems figured out.
Woo! That's much more fair. Ask about Aaron how he feels about that.
Probably like that because I mean, you get a
2 to go in the 7-11. Sounding perhaps a little sour. We'll wait to see this time by. White flag's out. Doesn't sound the best, and Kimmel's definitely making up some ground.
Yeah, there it goes.
Can he get there? Can Chucky Kimmel steal one away? Kreiser hugs the bottom. He's going to hold on to win the heat race. Kimmel second. Here comes the battle for third. Don Stout's going to get it. Sean Yeager will settle for fourth.
He didn't scale. And he went right to his. Yeah. Call. I need a call. We need an official decision, please. All right. DQ on the 7-11.
Heat race number 2 for the Chargers. On the pole, the 4, Paul Lambert. Outside the 28 of Josh Demme. Row 2 on the inside, the 45 of Charles Wengert. And starting fourth, the 4D of Darrell Wagner. Chris Smith, the 69, and the 30 is John Manns. That's row number 3. And Brian Rhinesmith in the 66 starts 7th. All 7 of them are making the call for Charger Heat 2.
I don't know. I guess he goes again. I don't know if he goes behind the midnight starts. What's that? So I don't know if he goes behind the midnight starts. I think so. So that's right. It's like he didn't start.
Inside, outside, 2x2. Watch them race. Here they come. Close your eyes and hope into 1 and 2. Weigert's going to be the leader. Lambert holding on to second. Chris Smith running around the bottom in the 69, looking for second. Wagner turning down across the track. He can see the inside of that battle. Oh, side jump by Chris Smith right across the nose of Paul Lambert. Cleaned the grill off of the 4 car. Wangert, your race leader. Smith is second. Then the battle for third. Lambert's got it. Demme and Wagner are there looking on. Rhinesmith as well. Charles Wangert starting to push the issue a little bit off of turn 4. Lambert follows him up there, and Demme's going to sneak by into third. Josh Demme onto the podium. Darrell Wagner slides high. Here comes Rhinesmith on the inside. 4 down, 4 to go, and now Charles Wangert breaking up a little bit. Can Smith make up some ground? Keeping an eye on the battle for fourth. Paul Lambert's got it. Top 4 redraw. Darrell Wagner wants it. That could be the difference between starting 13th tonight and on the pole of the future event. That position is crucial. 2 to go on the 45 of Wangert. Lambert slides high, and Wagner's got another look at it. White flag this time on the 45. Wangert sees it first. Smith is second. Demme third. And for right now, Paul Lambert holding down fourth. Oh, back end step down on Wagner. Checkered out. Wangert will win it. Smith second. Demme third. And Paul Lambert will hold on for the final redraw spot. Charles Wangert, the winner of Charger Heat number 2. Second to the 69 of Chris Smith. Josh Demme was third, and rounding out the redraw cars was the 4 of Paul Lambert. 1 heat race to go for the Chargers. On the pole, the 01 of Troy Hostetter. Outside, the 05 of Chris Durr. Chris McCarr in the 30-pack will start in third, and starting fourth, the 97 of Justin Regal. Chris Cunane, the 13 and the 70 of Dave McMeans make up row number 3.
to the rear. Just
Justin Regal late to the staging area. He's going to have to tag the tail. He was scheduled to start 4th.
There's another number 30 here now. Yeah. So can we mandate put a PK on that place so we can see it or not?
Just trying to get everybody into their proper starting positions. Chris Cunane should be moving into spot number 4, the starting spot number 4.
He looked at you and pointed to himself like he didn't know.
He doesn't know.
Well, he was like, me? Like they're going to be like, yeah, you. Uh-oh. What happened? I went to sleep. It's bored.
Hostetter and Durr, row number 1. A lot of laps around Lindis Speedway at the front of this heat race.
That's Krista.
One of the originals.
Green flags in the air, here they come. Hostetter throwing the A1 around at the front of the field. He'll lead him to turn 1. Durr's wide in his tire tracks. Cunane up high. Means in the middle. Regal down low. Regal's going to go 4 of them at one shot. McCarr slides up. Cunane's going to try to run the outside. The outside of the outside. Regal grabs 3rd. McMeans 4th. Cunane 5th. McCarr 6th. While at the front of the field, Troy Hostetter leads Chris Durr by about 2 car lengths. Chris Durr, a former Charger championship winner, as is Troy Hostetter. Now, big end of the year Charger race. Both of those drivers have found victory lane. Justin Regal, Dave McMeans are redraw cars. Here comes Cunane for the final redraw spot. Regal slides up the track, all 3 of them. See halfway at the same time. McMeans down across the track. Cunane in on the bottom. They're still stuck together. McMeans goes around, and the yellow flag is out.
I know you're going to want to call for me, but he pinched it.
Cunane drives in on the bottom. McMeans in the middle. Regal up high. McMeans ends up spinning around and sitting backwards on the inside of the racetrack.
I think they're going to end up calling him for not lifting at all when he got into him there coming off the quarter, though.
I understand.
But I agree. 70 call for here.
Change it.
He's not going back. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay with it. 70 definitely pitched him. He should have lifted over there, but
He definitely should have lived.
let's be serious. We're talking about.
You got to know who you're racing.
That's right.
Robin's racing. Good 4.
Lights go out. We're ready to go back to green flag racing. Hostetter, Durr, Regal, Cunane, McCarr, McMeans. Here we go. Back after it. Hostetter slides high. Chris Durr to the bottom. Regal likes the way the outside feels. He's looking for the runner-up spot off of 2. Durr holding on to it for the time being. But maybe not for long. Regal's got a big run, but Durr pitching off in the middle of the corner through the rear end out at the perfect time. And here comes Cunane for third. 2 to go on Troy Hostetter. Hostetter has broken away from a fantastic battle for second. Chris Durr sails in on the top. Now Regal's got to go to the bottom. Regal working hard for the money as he works his way to the front of heat race number 3. He's in a redraw spot, so he's comfortable where he's at. Final trip through 3 and 4 for Troy Hostetter. He's going to see the checkered flag. Hostetter, your winner. Chris Durr second. Justin Regal, Chris Cunane, Dave McNeans, and Chris McCarr, the way they come across the line. Troy Hostetter, the winner of heat race number 3. Second to the 05 of Chris Durr and Justin Regal. Coming home in third. Final redraw spot goes to Chris Cunane.
That's what I was going to say. I think maybe now we just need to run it in because they really moved up what was kind of hanging down there.
Yeah, he was already DQ'd as far as we went. That's a great question.
I don't know. I'd say we do it with the cars first because we got to be careful how heavy we make it if we're not going to miss out of it.
I would think so. Well, yes. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah, you want me to check? Mikey. Yeah. So the 7-Eleven DQ, do you want him to be able to redraw or not? Because it was only 3 finished and 4 were redrawn.
Well, no, we're not. Only 4 started that heat.
Only 4 started.
Take a fill out.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, take it for one. Only 11.
So this will be a brief intermission, race fans. If you want to grab something to eat or run out to your car quick, now would be the time to do it.
600's first, right? Restricted 600.
And in the pit area, this will be your last opportunity to stop at the raffle tables. We'll be drawing the winning tickets and announcing them after the restricted 600 feature race. So if you're in the pit area and you have not yet visited the raffle tables and you would like to do so, they're right across from where the lineups are posted. And we will be drawing tickets to be called after the restricted 600 feature. That's good for the people here in the grandstands as well. We'll be drawing those tickets after a restricted 600 feature event.